Hey, I'm here in Dallas working on my next big thing, which I'm gonna show you on the other side of that door. But as this company rapidly moves into billion-dollar status, I can tell you this, I'm getting pretty sick about hearing about billionaires, and I'll tell you why. There's 756 billionaires, something like that in the United States. About 250 of them are tech titans who really, that's a different subject, probably not you. Another 150 are from real estate, and another 100 are, they were left the money or it's legacy money. So you got 500 billionaires of this 760 in the United States from something totally impossible to do. If you are really gonna have a shot at making a lot of money, then you're gonna have to fall in line with the 115 billionaires who came from finance. This is a big idea that was born from finance, not from an idea. Let's check it out. Hey, does this look goofy? No problem. I don't care how goofy it looks. $2 million machine, it can look goofy. But I did want to say, this is big, and I wanted to talk about big ideas. Like, do you know how hard it is to come up with a big idea? Just the competition for that is bananas. So everybody wants to sit in their apartment or their WeWork, look over the Pacific Ocean in San Francisco, San Diego, Los Angeles, Newport Beach, whatever, and sit there at the keyboard and come up with an idea, the next Dropbox or Yahoo or Hotmail or with Tesla or whatever it is, and then mail out to venture capital, get $30 million and literally not leave your seat and become a billionaire. You know who wants to do that? Everybody. You know who's not going to do it? You, me, nobody. The problem with the way people want to do big ideas, take no capital risk, don't want to leave your seat, have no connections, not in an ecosystem, like nobody really knows how to do it. What you're fantasizing about is not going to happen. In order to have a real big idea, guess what you need? Some big equipment and a big space. Let's take a look. For most entrepreneurs, something of this total size would be towards the end of a career. Like, hey, I've been in a business for 15 years or 20 years and we're opening our megalopolis facility. This thing I've been in for 6 months, but I'm not an entrepreneur. I work in finance. I didn't approach this with the entrepreneurial mindset. Head on over here. Most entrepreneurs would think about, starting something, getting a warehouse. I've worked with thousands of them, and it's not a criticism at all. It's just the entrepreneurial mindset, and that may be what you're modeling. I want to try and convince you to model something totally different. So an entrepreneur would start with something small, get a warehouse or something like that, start making it or start shipping some code, get some customers, expand a little bit, and this would be after 5 or 10 or 15 years. Take a look at this behind me. It would be a lot of work. Again, I've been doing this for 6 months, right? And my expectation is not, that I'm gonna be making a bunch of this stuff and shipping it on Amazon at 5%, net margin and competing with China. What I've done is I've bought $9 million of equipment, have another $100 million of equipment on order, and we're gonna start unwrapping this and snap right into 50, 60, 70 million dollars our first year. Is that ambitious? Not really, right? There's a universe that you do not see function in. That universe is called the deep economy. So in some ways, not to be critical, you might be working up here in the sheep economy. You get a loan from Bank of America, you raise a little bit of venture capital, you start something. In the deep economy, you plug right into the bowels of finance. Get the free money rate plus a little bit of spread. You get money, you get size, and you get scale, and you can start big and stay big, and that's what happens in the deep economy. When you can plug into money, when you can plug into the network of resources that the things you think are untouchable, hedge funds, private equity, venture capital, big banks, what do you know about what they do? What they do is accessible. It's real. There's some things that are keeping you out of accessing the deep economy or deep finance. I'm gonna tell you exactly what those are in a minute, and you're gonna go, wow, now that I know about those things, how do I get access to them? Let me break this down for you. So entrepreneur has been this throwaway word that everybody's been using, like, hey, I do something businessy, right? But I want to get you away from thinking in terms of being an entrepreneur. That is a slow, laborious, painful, risky way to do anything, and that's not the route I've taken. I want to replace that word with deep economy. I want to plug my ideas into the bowels of finance and plug in and extract money, relationships, finance, and then I can go big. So the thing that holds you down as an entrepreneur, right? Somebody who's just trying to get some ideas started or growing slowly is scale, right? This is big. When you have scale, you can plug in to the deep economy. The number one thing that keeps entrepreneurs from being able to plug in to the deep economy is scale. Your big ideas probably aren't big. They feel big to you because they're risky and they're hopeful and they're optimistic and they're ideological and they're theological and they're hopeful, but at the end of the day, they're not really a big idea. And sometimes they're way too small. What's big is big. The deep economy likes things that are big. It likes factories. It likes power. It likes things that are going to compete with China. It likes energy. The deep economy does not like a dating site for chefs. I can tell you that. That's entrepreneurial, right? If you want to plug into the deep economy, you have to go big. I know that was a tight shot and you heard me talking about big. And I want to show you when I say big, I mean, I'm talking as big as it gets.